Did you consider casting the actual terrorist in the movie as well?
You know, that the French put their foot down on that.
They did, yeah.
He's still in the slammer somewhere.
They're very difficult,
yeah,
aren't
they are
they?
difficult. I don't know why they don't appreciate good.
Clint Eastwood, the legendary actor and filmmaker, has faced numerous triumphs and tragedies over the course of his long life. Recently, however, he was struck by a deep personal loss. His long-term partner, Christina Sandera, passed away at the age of 61, leaving Eastwood heartbroken. The news of her death took many by surprise, and it has left Eastwood mourning the loss of a woman who had stood by him during the later years of his life. The cause of her death has been confirmed as a heart attack, which was linked to cardiac arrhythmia and atherosclerotic coronary artery disease. While her passing marks a sad chapter in Eastwood's personal life, it is just one part of his often tumultuous romantic history. Let's take a closer look at Eastwood's complex personal relationships, the role Sandera played in his life, and what this tragic loss might mean for him in the future. Early life and rise to fame. Clint Eastwood was born on May 31st, 1930, in San Francisco, and his early life was deeply influenced by the hardships of the Great Depression. His father, a factory worker, frequently had to move the family around in search of work, making for an unstable childhood. Despite the frequent relocations and uncertainty, Eastwood found an outlet in music. He taught himself to play the piano by ear, and even began making money as a teenager by performing in bars. Eastwood's Hollywood career began modestly with small acting roles after he moved to Los Angeles. His big break came in 1959 when he was cast as Rowdy Yates in the television western Rawhide. While the role didn't showcase much of his acting range, it brought him widespread attention and introduced him to millions of viewers. His rise to international movie stardom began in 1964 when he was cast as the mysterious man with no name in Sergio Leone's A Fistful of Dollars. This role was the first in what would become known as the Dollars Trilogy, a series of iconic films that helped define Eastwood's image as the ultimate tough guy. His portrayal of the quiet, gritty gunslinger solidified his persona and set the stage for what would become a prolific career in Hollywood. From actor to acclaimed director, while Clint Eastwood was becoming one of the most recognized faces in front of the camera, he had bigger aspirations behind the scenes. In 1967, he founded Malpazzo Productions, a move that gave him greater control over the creative direction of his projects. He made his directorial debut in 1971 with A Play Misty for Me, a psychological thriller that showed the industry his talent behind the camera. From that point, Eastwood steadily moved toward more directing opportunities, even as he continued to take on major acting roles, such as his famous portrayal of the tough cop in Dirty Harry, 1971. The decision to shift focus to directing paid off in a big way. In 1992, Eastwood directed and starred in Unforgiven, a film that earned him 2 Academy Awards, one for Best Director and another for Best Picture. This critical success marked a turning point in his career, propelling him to direct more high-profile films like Million Dollar Baby, 2004, which earned him another Best Director Oscar, and Gran Torino, 2008, further showcasing his ability to tell compelling, character-driven stories. His transition from iconic actor to respected director has solidified his reputation as one of the greatest storytellers in Hollywood history. Before we continue, if you're enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe to Golden Throwback for more content like this. Now, let's get back to it. A tumultuous personal life. While Eastwood's career has been filled with critical and commercial success, his personal life has often been far more complicated. Over the years, he has been married twice and has had numerous high-profile relationships. His first marriage to Maggie Johnson lasted from 1953 to 1984, though it was filled with well-documented infidelities. His relationship with actress Sandra Locke which spanned from 1975 to 1989, became one of the most publicized affairs of his life. Their tumultuous breakup led to a series of lawsuits, with Locke accusing Eastwood of coercing her into abortions and undermining her career in Hollywood. In addition to his marriage and affairs, Eastwood fathered 8 children with 6 different women, a fact that has generated headlines and fueled speculation about his romantic life for years. After his marriage to Maggie Johnson ended, Eastwood had children with flight attendant Jaslyn Reeves and actress Frances Fisher. Despite the often scandalous nature of his love life, Eastwood has maintained a close relationship with his children, raising them primarily in Carmel, California, where he owns a ranch far from the prying eyes of Hollywood. A new chapter with Christina Sandera. Clint Eastwood began a new chapter of his life when he entered into a relationship with Christina Sandera in 2014. Sandera, who worked as a restaurant hostess at Eastwood's Mission Ranch Hotel, lived a life that was far removed from the glamour of Hollywood. Their relationship blossomed soon after Eastwood's second divorce from Dina Ruiz, and unlike his earlier, more public romances, this one remained relatively low-key. Despite keeping a low profile, Sandera was frequently seen by Eastwood's side at major events, including the 2015 Academy Awards and the Cannes Film Festival. She also became an integral part of Eastwood's family life, often attending family gatherings and fitting in seamlessly with those closest to him. Although she occasionally appeared in the public eye, Sandera valued her privacy, staying away from the spotlight that so often followed Eastwood throughout his life. The tragic passing of Christina Sandera. In July 2024, Christina Sandera passed away suddenly at the age of 61 due to a heart attack. Her death was attributed to cardiac arrhythmia and atherosclerotic coronary artery disease, conditions that can silently develop over time. Eastwood issued a heartfelt statement following her death, describing her as a kind and caring woman and expressing his deep sorrow at her sudden passing. For Eastwood, who had found companionship and comfort with Sandera during his later years, her death was a tremendous blow. Sandera's death serves as a stark reminder of life's fragility, even for someone like Eastwood, who has become almost synonymous with strength and resilience. For Eastwood, she was not just a partner, but a quiet, stabilizing presence in his life as he continued to work well into his 90s. Her passing marks a deeply personal loss for the Hollywood icon, one that will no doubt affect him as he continues to navigate both his personal and professional life. Clint Eastwood's enduring legacy. At 94 years old, Clint Eastwood remains as dedicated to his craft as ever. He is currently in the process of directing Juror Number 2, a highly anticipated thriller set to release soon. His ability to keep working, even in the face of personal hardship, is a testament to his remarkable spirit and his lifelong passion for filmmaking.